Hello and welcome, friends. I hope everyone is ready to fight.
I continue to be very bad at time. So I've
Not shocked.
recently emerged from the shower. That's why my hair is all wet. And I was like, oh, I'll have time to eat dinner. No, I have it sitting in front of me. I ate a few bites of it. But I'm bad at time. I'm not, it's not in my skill set. I try.
It happens to the best of us.
I really try.
I'm so sorry. How goes it other than the being bad at time thing?
Oh, Bandit, it's just the shirt. My hair, this is my natural hair color. I don't have any hair dye. Not anymore, anyway.
You had bleached ends for a very long time.
Yeah, which is wild. It was weird when they finally cut the rest of them out. And then a picture came up in my memories the other day where it was still blonde, like for the last few inches. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks weird now. Like, I don't even remember. It was like I dreamt it. I don't know why.
But yeah, how you doing other than the being bad at time?
Fine. I am surviving.
How's class?
I was
How are
going to say it's
classes
week 2 of
going?
classes. So there's that. There is that. Fine. 3 class days in so far because I twice a week. And nobody has openly told me they hate me yet.
Okay, that's good. Have you had a problem with students openly telling you that they hate you?
No.
Because that would be really mean.
It's a really low bar.
It's an extremely low bar.
If you set a low bar, you can't be disappointed.
Story of my life.
Yep. So no, that has never been a thing. But yeah, no, it's been good. I've kept up on my emails so far this semester, like answering all of them within a day. Like I'm real proud.
You're crushing it.
Yeah, so they like me right now because I'm answering their emails. We'll see what happens as we get further into the semester and I can't take all the goddamn emails anymore.
We'll see. Fingers crossed for you.
Yep. How's your life going?
Not much to update on really, but I want to take just a second to talk about. I don't know if this was happening to you because you're not chronically online like I am, but did you enjoy the beautiful couple moments we had on, what was it? Monday, where we thought the orange dictator might be dead?
Nope, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, there was a whole thing on Twitter. It was great.
Oh man, I missed it.
You did miss it. Those couple minutes of hope felt really fucking good.
I feel like I maybe did see something, but it was like after the fact.
Jesus, Bandit, that sucks ass.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're making... We try to refrain from political talk on
We
this.
try not to get political on here, but there's a point where it becomes not politics, but basic human decency.
That's what all I was going to say was, sometimes they make bad choices. That's as mildly as I can put it.
Yeah, but there was a beautiful moment where we all thought he might be dead, and it felt really good.
What happened? Report the news to me. Like, why do people think that?
I don't know exactly how the rumor got started, because there was a video of someone had taken someone in an office building or some shit near the White House had taken a video of someone chucking things out the window of the White House, and there were road closures around Walter Reed, that fancy ass hospital that the president would, I'm assuming, get taken to, any president should something happen.
Yeah.
But, there were, road closures, and, the fact that he went several days without making an annoying public appearance. So, rumors were swirling, and God, it was nice. See, there are advantages to being chronically online, is that you get to live out these beautiful moments.
But then I would have been so much sadder when I find out that it wasn't real.
And, ain't that just the way?
You know, and it's really funny too, because I was just, thinking to myself while driving to work yesterday, I was like, someday we're gonna get that news.
Someday we are going to get that news.
Distant
Someone
future.
on TikTok pointed out that the funniest possible day that it could happen is coming up.
I shouldn't laugh like that.
I shouldn't,
Yeah.
and yet I do.
Yeah. No.
No further comment.
Yes. Everybody will die eventually. Some of us sooner than others. That's.
But I'm trying to think of anything else that's been going on. That really has been the highlight of like my week, was briefly thinking that he was finally dead.
Yeah. No, but just always remember.
Although today
someday.
is essentially my Friday, so like I'm vibing on that front.
TGIW.
TGIW indeed. Thank God it's Wednesday when you work on a weird schedule like I do.
Not for much longer, right? Or you go to October.
End of October this year.
That's what I thought, yeah. So you still got a while then.
A little while, but whatever. Yeah, I think that's all the all the updates we have. While I'm thinking about it, up at the top of the episode, and I will reiterate this at the end, we've got our streams starting tomorrow, our silly spooky season streams, and the first movie that we're going to be talking about is Teeth. All movies that we're talking about this month are available to stream on Amazon Prime, which is great. So if you want to watch along, you can find them all there. The list of movies is up on the podcast Instagram. There will be a post on the Facebook soon, and probably throw something up in the Discord just to get it out on as many fronts as possible. But streams are beginning. Movie streams once again.
Shout out to Amazon Prime for having just the best collection of absolutely terrible horror movies.
Okay, here's the thing though. I watched Teeth the other night, and I gotta say, I think it's gonna kind of be our odd one out in that it's an incredibly goofy concept, in my opinion, executed rather well.
So it's like Rubber.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Rubber was done really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't mean terrible as in not well done. I just mean terrible as in just absolutely ridiculous. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, totally bonkers.
And man, it was like an embarrassment of riches trying to choose, like me last week, just losing my mind.
Yeah, narrowing it down was a task.
Jesus Christ, Vampire Hunter. I'm just going to watch that one just for funsies.
I love it. Well, I mean, we are talking about it. That's the end of the month.
Yeah. Spaghetti Man is the one I'm watching for funsies because it wasn't technically a horror, but
oh yeah.
I'm very excited about this concept of a man who merges with spaghetti due to a microwave accident and becomes a superhero with the power of spaghetti.
You know what I can't stop saying ever since I saw a tweet that said it? Microwave.
Oh, I say Merkawave.
Oh,
because that's I have a mug that says Merkawave safe on the bottom.
Nice. There's some tweet that just says I'm heating up mac and cheese in the microwave, and that changed my brain chemistry on impact. I cannot say microwave now. It's always the microwave. Brain rot. But would we like to get into it for the evening?
Sure.
Let us begin. First question I've got. How steep do stairs need to be before they qualify as a ladder? I don't know if I have like a mathematical answer for this, like an actual inclination, but I'm gonna come out of the gate with pretty fucking steep.
I was gonna say, like, initially I was gonna say, oh, this is actually pretty easy. I think as soon as you get to the point where you have to hold on, it becomes a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to be true for everybody because there are some people who just struggle with stairs.
This is very true.
And like have bad joints or whatever. And so that's not really a good measurement per se.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I've definitely walked on some stairs that are so steep that I'm like, these are steep and kind of rickety. I'm going to like hold on to this railing as I go.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't really work that way. But
Hmm.
that was my initial feeling.
I'm like imagining stairs that are so steep that like they like jut out on top of each other. Like a ladder trying to still be stairs. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that's where my mind went next was like I feel like on a ladder the rungs are like totally vertical, like on top of each other. And as soon
Oh
as you start
no.
to have a slant, it becomes more stairs.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi just cut out for a second. I think we're good.
Oh no. Yeah, no, I think ladders have like they have to be totally vertical where you have the rungs like one on top of the other. And when you start to get a slant, then it becomes stairs.
But you always I mean, yeah, but a ladder you have to put at an angle.
Because the rungs are all vertical, like perfectly like one on top of the other. Stairs, you don't have to do that because they're already.
So, would there ever be a situation where stairs would become so steep that they become a ladder?
My first thought was, and I've never had one of these situations, but I see it in the movies. When people have like the attics where they have the stairs they have to like pull down.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes those are so steep it's pretty much a ladder at that point.
Okay, yeah.
But
All
you
right.
would call them like the attic stairs. You wouldn't call it the attic ladder. But it's like, it pretty much is.
Yeah.
Again,
Okay.
just from what I've seen in the media. I don't know that I've ever seen that in person.
I don't know if I ever have either.
Isn't media wild? I mean, we know all these things that we have never experienced.
Isn't it though?
It's like, yeah.
I'm thinking about my job because sometimes I see boats that have like stairs so steep they might technically be a ladder up to like the second tier of the boat or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like
you froze.
oh,
so
fun.
I did not hear what you said after second tier of the boat.
It'll be like flat steps, but it's so steep that it is essentially a glorified ladder.
It's like a hybrid.
Yeah.
Statter?
Sure.
Stair ladder? Stator?
I don't really know if there's a good portmanteau there.
I know. I try to make a portmanteau out of anything I possibly can, like throughout my entire day, every day. Usually just in my head, but
Come up with any good ones recently?
not that I recall.
Big sad.
My memory lasts about 10 seconds.
As I've noticed. How do you function, girl?
Barely? Poorly?
Say, with difficulty?
Yes. As evidenced by the fact that I just got out of the shower and ate, while I was sitting here, and because I can't do time. And
I'm going to say there's no rule that says you can't eat and podcast, seeing as this is our show and we do make the rules.
To me, that's getting into like the same territory as why we don't put our feet on the podcast.
You're so right, Queen. You're so right.
Yeah.
I don't need any of you people out there thinking impure thoughts.
Yeah, because people get, people are weird.
People are very weird.
It's fine. Be weird. I just don't want to take part in that.
Okay. Here's a question. Since the stair ladder thing, I don't really know where else to go with. What is the weirdest thing that you've encountered someone being like into?
Oh.
And like, I mean, like this could be like on the internet, not necessarily like your personal life.
Yeah. I'm having trouble. Like, I know I've had those moments where I've read a thing and been like, okay, but then I just don't remember exactly what they are.
I was recently informed that, and take this with a grain of salt, this is shit that I'm getting from like fucking Reddit or whatever, but there was some like convicted, like, I want to say like mass shooter or something horrible like that, that
Mhm.
had like porn essentially of like a cartoon, like a children's cartoon dog on their hard drive or something.
I'm not that surprised by that.
And I mean, I wish I was more surprised, but like, sometimes the depths of human depravity do still surprise me a little bit.
There was a somewhat recent episode of Side Stories from last podcast on the left that talked about a guy, I believe it was in the UK, if I'm remembering correctly, but he got in trouble for something that is not technically a crime, so they're trying to figure out how to, like, deal with
How to
it.
prosecute that.
Yeah, but he was out in public sniffing women's butts. Like,
Oh,
he would get,
see, yeah, that
yeah,
really isn't technically illegal.
no, but he would get
Mm.
real close, wouldn't actually touch them, but would get real close and sniff and make them uncomfortable.
How do you prosecute that?
Because it's not technically a crime, but like, if somebody did that to me, I'd be pissed.
Oh, I'd be pissed off, absolutely.
But it's like, how do you, where's the crime? It feels like a crime, but
What is the charge?
yeah, Kyle, is that not harassment? I think that's kind of the route they're trying to go with it.
I would
But
I would
I feel
certainly
like
class that
harassment,
as. Doesn't harassment have to? Here's the thing, though. Is this not the technical legal? I'll look up the legal definition of harassment in a second. Doesn't it have to be repeated?
that's exactly what I was about to say, but I don't know.
What if we
Here,
got
legal
podcast Googler?
definition of, I was going to say, this is my job. Let's see. Legal Information Institute.
Sure.
Harassment refers to words or behavior that threatens, intimidates, or demeans a person. Harassment is unwanted, uninvited, and unwelcome and causes nuisance, alarm, or substantial emotional distress without any legitimate purpose.
I'm seeing nothing about repetitive here.
But in New York State, a person would be guilty of the crime harassment in the first degree when he or she intentionally and repeatedly harasses another person by blah, 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 blah. So,
Okay. I don't quite know the differences between the legal system here versus in the UK.
no. But I think that it's a similar sort of situation where it's like, it made people uncomfortable, but it's not like they were in fear of their lives or, being physically injured or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they knew he wasn't going to touch them. Like, because
Yeah.
that was very clearly his thing. In a Barnes and Noble.
In a fucking Barnes and Noble of all places.
To really put that picture in your head. Imagine you're browsing for books and
Oh, because like your typical Barnes and Noble is like quiet too, so that makes it even weirder.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have mentioned that sooner because it has a very different feel if you're like in a grocery store or like at the mall,
or like a farmer's market or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is a Barnes and Noble, nice, calm, quiet, serene environment. People just looking at books and then.
Yeah, don't like that.
Yeah, but I thought that's a weird thing for a guy to be into.
That is an odd thing for a guy to be into. Another example of an odd thing to be into from fucking Bob's Burgers of all things is watching a woman sit on a balloon until it pops.
That is a thing. I have heard tell of that on the internet in different places.
And like I wonder do I want to know the answer is the real question, but like what about that? I kind of want to hear someone explain, but also not really.
Yeah. I mean, I could try to pretend and come up with a reason, but I don't think.
I got nothing.
Just
me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that. What's the word for the people who get really into watching people like step on food?
There's a word for that?
Yeah. It's just like, how like mukbang is a thing.
Yeah,
But
which
this has its own.
I've never gotten that, by the way, the whole
No,
mukbang thing.
no.
Like, I just, ugh. I this is a thing. Like, okay, so I am an enjoyer of the ASMR. I love my little tappy noises. It helps me sleep.
Mhm.
It's delightful.
Sure.
Um, thing I've never gotten is like the fucking like eating ASMR. Hate it.
Yep.
Like any form of like
Awful.
eating or drinking ASMR,
Gross.
horrible. Um,
Mm.
and like certain types of like mouth sounds, like some people are like really here for it. I am not.
Like when it sounds like somebody has a very like wet mouth.
Yeah, no, I don't
That's the
like
only way to
it.
put it. And it's like, yeah, no, I don't like that sound.
No.
It's
So if
terrible.
that is your taste in ASMR, know that I'm judging you a little bit.
Yeah, I periodically put out my blanket statement. Feel free to like whatever you like. I don't really judge people for liking things unless those things hurt other people. Like,
Yeah,
as long as you're not affecting anybody else in a negative way, great. But
good for you. I mean,
I
I
feel
might think it's
yeah,
weird, but
whatever makes you happy. Um, as long as you're not hurting anybody, that's fine. I just don't. Yeah, I don't get it.
mhm. Okay. So since we blew through the stair thing kind of quickly.
Did we? It's already 8:24.
Oh, well, I think we'll
That's
consider it.
almost. Yeah, we're almost through the podcast already.
Um, second question. Would you want an AI version of yourself to go on after your death?
Absolutely not. I don't
No.
know what that bitch is going to say to people.
No, I have no idea what that bitch is gonna say to people. First of all, especially if it's like
Don't tarnish.
scanned from my brain or some
Yeah,
shit. There's stuff up here that's just for me.
yeah. Don't tarnish my memory by
No, not at all.
potentially because it's not gonna be you.
Yeah, one is not
And
me.
and like we have seen the flaws in AI. Like it'll get better, but just all the things that it says that a human being would know not to say
Yeah,
generally, you know?
very much so.
Um,
And like we are very anti AI as a podcast. I'm obviously not going to get on my high horse and be like, "Oh,
no.
I've never played with a chatbot in my life." Like, yeah, spent 5 minutes in conversation with one, and I was like, "All right, yeah, I guess it's kind of cool," but it's just, it's not a person.
Nix is screaming at me.
Thank you, Nix, for weighing in. Meow. Oh, I heard that.
I told her to be quiet. She's not listening.
Yeah, especially if it's like scanned from my brain. I do not want
Yeah.
an AI version of myself to go on after my death. Because, like, what? And also, what if people like it more than the actual me?
Oh God.
I don't need that
That's an
happening.
upsetting thought. Are you gonna jump or not? Okay. Yeah, no, and I imagine like the other way around, like if somebody like a loved one, like if I could have an AI version of
No,
who they're going to
I
talk to.
don't want
No,
that.
it's not them.
It's not
It's not
them.
them.
Yeah, no, I think it would just
No.
be very creepy.
Yeah, no, and I definitely am not a fan of AI either. I like my entire usage of it has been one to make the stupid two women talking about anime on the internet jingle that we have. And two, when everybody was going through that Dolly craze a few years ago.
Okay,
I had
here's
fun
the
with that.
thing.
But
That was fun
yeah,
because it was just scraping from stock images.
yeah,
And like
it was just
and all
stupid.
of it was so obviously AI, like it couldn't
Yeah,
pass as like real art.
yeah, yeah. Aside from that, I don't think I've ever used AI, though it was really, really funny. Yesterday, actually, um, I wanted to use a clip from a TV show in one of my classes for tomorrow, and I was trying to find, some resource online to allow me to just essentially copy a little like 3-minute clip of it, which is fair use. That is not illegal because it is short and it's for educational purposes. But I needed a way to copy it. And so I tried this website called Loop that I've never used before. It's mostly for recording meetings. And I'm like, I'll see if this works. And when I signed up, it automatically gave me this free 2-week trial of like the AI nonsense or whatever. I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. But the thing is, when you're done recording, it gives you an AI summary of what's in the video clip. And it actually breaks it up time-wise, like as you go to each point, and it's assuming that it's a meeting. Okay. So it's like it goes from like the first person perspective, like I begin this video by or whatever. And it was a clip about there were 3 dudes in a bar just being absolute like pieces of shit talking about women. And the AI description, I thought I was gonna pass out laughing.
Okay, that's good. See, when AI fucks up, it's really funny.
It brought me so much joy. I did screenshot it. I wish I could find it quickly and easily to read just a little excerpt because it was absolutely murdering me. Because the show was a show called Coupling, which was like the British version of Friends in the 90s.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and so it was it was bad.
Noted.
But
here's the thing that I'm getting real sick of with AI. Yeah. Just the way that they're shoving it into everything. Everything has its little fucking AI assistant now or whatever. No one is asking for this. Also, did you know that there is a secret society of people among us who talk to ChatGPT like it's their fucking like partner?
Oh yeah, no.
There's like a guy name for it. Everything.
There was a guy who like was convinced that he had this AI girlfriend and was like absolutely bereft when because they usually train these things to, when they hear certain terms or phrases to be like, hey, just letting you know, I'm not real. So she told him that and he was upset and he's like, who's making you say this? Like, Jesus. I believe that guy ended up taking his own life.
Oh my God.
Because he thought he lost his girlfriend. Yeah.
We need to get a handle on the whole AI thing because we are going down some dark paths.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I don't, but here's the thing. We have to come to grips with the fact that it's like not going away.
This like on the one hand, you can't put the genie back in the bottle, but on the other hand, you can regulate it. You can regulate the absolute fucking shit out of it, which is what we need to do.
But the thing is, like, if every time there's a new technology, it takes us a very long time to catch up with regulating it.
And
like, we can't even regulate the internet.
Society.
Yeah, no, like we cannot even regulate the internet yet. So I don't know how we could possibly. Man, I'm bummed. I thought I would have found the screenshot that I took of that yesterday, but it hasn't updated, I guess.
Oh, rip.
What a shame. It's supposed to.
A tragedy.
Perhaps I'll report back next week.
Perhaps. But yeah, I absolutely would not want an AI version of myself to quote unquote live on. I think that would be super creepy. I don't want people liking that more than the real me. Yeah. And I don't want it sharing my secrets.
I think, if I'm remembering correctly, there was like a Black Mirror episode about that.
That doesn't shock me.
Where somebody, like, I think it was like a guy, his girlfriend or his wife died. I mean, it's been years since I would have watched it. But you could essentially get like an android that looks like the person, and like they build essentially their personality by scraping information from like all online posts and cards and pictures. And okay, Kyle knows what I'm talking about.
I don't think I've ever seen a single episode of Black Mirror.
Oh, you should. I've been
All right,
planning to teach
noted.
a class using that show for years, and I just never get around to it.
You should. Okay, you should
It's
definitely do that. That sounds
I've
awesome.
been I've been planning to for like 6-7 years at least, and I just never have time to sit down and really. I've looked for textbooks at least. That's as far as I've gotten.
That's a start.
But yeah, I mean, there are so many episodes of that show that are deeply unsettling. I mean, the very
Oh,
first
yeah.
episode of the first season still haunts me.
Oh, isn't that the one where the guy like fucks a pig?
Sure is on live TV.
Nice.
The Prime Minister of England.
Although, didn't it come out that the actual Prime Minister of England like was at like a pig roast or something, and he put his dick in the pig's mouth as a joke? I swear to God, that's real.
No, maybe I can see it.
I'm pretty sure it was Jeremy Corbyn.
Okay. No, I'm not aware.
I will attempt
Nothing
to track down a source for that and link it when this episode goes up officially.
This is why we need a producer to fact check that stuff.
This is why we need a producer. Although this is like the opposite of our defense. Neither of us asked if Arthur was busy tonight. He could very well have been our producer.
Oh, I just assumed he was.
Oh, great. So,
because he often is, I don't know.
There's a fun little peek behind the curtain at just how, well-oiled of a machine we are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, we can't even get anybody to update the goddamn time tree. Let alone remember to ask people.
Yeah.
Hey, are you busy? Can you produce our podcast tonight?
We're doing great. Okay.
You know what? And I want somebody else to Google it because I don't want this in my search. I'm going to go incognito tab. I'm going to say British Prime Minister. What's the pig mouth? I'm just going to go with
something like that.
Oh. Okay, no, David Cameron.
Oh.
I see. While he was at Oxford.
Why is that type of shit going on at Oxford?
Yeah, as part of an initiation ceremony for the Piers Gaveston Society. It was an unauthorized biography of him.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So, there's that. Fact checked.
Fact checked indeed. All right. Let's bring the AI discussion to a close.
With a resounding no.
And open it up to this one. Is it better to have a superpower that only works once a year or a mediocre power that works every day?
I feel like we've talked about superpowers a lot on the pod.
Powers a lot. My hot take here is it depends what the powers are. Like if I get to teleport once a year, that's pretty fucking sweet. I can go on vacation. But if I if I had like a shitty superpower where it's like, oh, your beverage is always at the perfect temperature, that'd be kind of nice on the daily.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was going to say because it was that just last week we talked about superpower versus super rich?
Yes.
And we were talking about
2 weeks
teleportation. Ago? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I believe we both agree that teleportation is probably the best superpower.
Oh, hard agree.
Yeah, and so that was automatically my first thought. Like, if we had a great superpower that would only work once a year, that would be the one probably, because I can't imagine anything else that would be as good.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a mediocre superpower, like, I feel like the sky's the limit in terms of the number of things you could imagine as being.
Yeah, what are some quote-unquote good oxymoron here, good mediocre superpowers?
Yes. Interesting mediocre ones maybe to ponder.
Like if my laundry folded itself? Like it's kind of lame, but that'd be nice.
But that's like a thing doing a thing. That's not you doing a thing.
Okay. If I could fold my laundry with my mind.
But then you would have telekinesis that only works on laundry?
I guess. Yeah, like hyper-specific telekinesis that only works on a certain thing.
Yeah. Yeah, or like a superpower that only works in a very limited range. Like you could teleport anywhere in the world once a year and back. Or you can teleport very short distances
Which, like,
around.
it's better than nothing.
Yeah, but if
But
you
it's
could
not
go
that
literally
great.
anywhere in the world once a year, but let's say you can't teleport more than like 10 feet away.
That's pretty lame. I mean,
Yeah.
it would make certain things easier. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you, like, you know, you don't want to, oh, I just sat down, but I forgot my thing. Let me just boop.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sure. It's not great, but it's occasionally useful.
What if, and well, this might not count as a mediocre power, but for some reason, the first thing that popped in my head is like an everyday thing I would love is if I could drive my car with my mind,
Yeah,
even
if I
while
could,
sleeping.
that'd be pretty sick.
And so your car would just be driving perfectly because your brain is controlling it with your brain power, but you could be like, crafting or playing a video game or taking a nap. But your
Yeah, what
brain,
if, like, that's a sort of shitty superpower. You can do two things at once.
that's my great dream is to be able, because I end up doing a lot of longer drives, like visiting family, visiting you, like going to Ragnar's, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, what I wouldn't give to be able to sit here and just like knit through this or, whatever. But no,
Yeah,
no,
like,
alas.
if I c- and like if the superpower is like that I'm like invincible once a year, like what am I gonna do with that really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
Like,
why the once a year one is automatically me teleportation anywhere.
yeah, absolutely. Like if I get to pick teleportation, then yes, superpower once a year because then I can go on vacation.
Yeah.
But if it's something like, if I become Superman once a year, I'd rather just be able to
Fold laundry
like
with your mind.
yeah, fold laundry with my mind.
Yeah. Although, even though you can teleport anywhere, you still have to like, rent a hotel or whatever. So there's that. But
Yeah, which doesn't make things perfect, but hey, you save on airfare.
yeah. So I was trying to imagine what would be an everyday mediocre power that would be worth more to me than the once a year teleportation.
Hmm.
That's why I was thinking about the driving thing. Like I was trying to think of what are things that I wish, could be a thing that are not. And the ability to drive without actually having to look at the road or use my hands on the wheel would be
You
great.
know what would basically be a superpower for me? Just feeling fully awake every day.
Oh man, are there people that experience that?
Supposedly.
I don't believe it.
Sounds fake to me too, but whatever.
Oh, this is something I was thinking about the other day. I wish we could like turn ourselves off and on like we're a robot.
Mm.
Like it's time to sleep now, shut down, and then and I because then like oh I just want to take a 20-minute nap, turn it off, turn it back on, so you can just like set a little timer essentially.
Yeah. That would be
Because
kind
I
of nice.
sometimes I do have trouble like falling asleep, staying asleep, or getting myself to go to sleep in the first place.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's like if I could just, especially if I could have it like set that automatically I shut off at like 10 o'clock every night or something. I'm like, well, I better be in bed before then.
Hmm.
And it would
Yeah,
keep me asleep.
that's a pretty good mediocre superpower. Just the ability to shut yourself off and like put yourself on a timer for sleep.
Yeah, and that would be maybe helping somewhat with the not being tired, all the time.
Very possible.
Yeah. Kyle asks if needing to eat or drink is a mediocre power.
I think so. Because, like, there are definitely things I enjoy eating and drinking, so I wouldn't want to, like, completely cut that out of my life.
Yeah.
But
Also,
on an average day, if I didn't necessarily, like, need to wake up early to have breakfast, like, that'd make my life a little easier.
Yeah, I don't think it would be worth more than the teleportation to me, though.
Oh, no, not at all. I think there are
Yeah,
very few things that would be worth more than teleportation to me. Maybe the ability to do two things at once.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I think maybe the shutting the brain off and on for me might trump the teleportation
Mm-hmm.
because without teleportation, I can still take a plane or drive, whatever.
Yeah.
Without this switch, there's nothing else that's gonna work for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
You
one of
make
my
a
great
point there.
dreams. Wouldn't that be great?
Wouldn't it be nice indeed?
I can never get myself to go to sleep because there's always more stuff I want to do.
There's
Like, cool,
always
let me
more
watch more
stuff
of
to
this.
do.
Yeah, play video games or knit some more, or like, oh, I was gonna go do this thing, and then
All right.
never go to sleep.
I think my final answer for is it better to have an awesome superpower once a year or a mediocre superpower every day? It really, like, I feel like this is kind
It
of a cop out,
depends.
but it really depends. It
It
really
re-
depends on what you're talking about here.
like, yeah, I'd have to be presented with the specific powers, and then I could very easily make a choice. But
Mm-hmm.
because, like, to me, the once a year teleportation is going to trump most things.
Most things.
But if I can do the brain shutting off thing, I'm gonna take that. Or the ability to like drive a car without actually having
Yeah,
to drive
that's
it.
fair. All
I would
right.
take teleportation.
Now, for our final question, this is a rather simple one. How would a crab wear a hat? Would it,
Such great
would it
mental
wear
imagery.
would it wear one singular hat, or would it have two tiny little hats, one for each eye stalk?
Why would you put a hat on your eye stalk? Wouldn't it cover your eye?
Not necessarily.
I assumed it was going to be a hat, but with holes for the eye stalks to poke through.
Ooh, okay, that could be an option. Have you not just stumbled on our final answer there
Already?
already? Instead of a hat, instead of either one hat or one hat per eye stalk, it's a hat with holes for the eye stalks.
Well, let me tell you, I have Googled crabs wearing hats because I thought that's a great thing to Google, I
Mm-hmm.
just want to see crabs wearing hats. It doesn't look like it's necessary. The eye stalks are so far forward on their head. Maybe
Hmm.
lobsters. I think lobsters are more on the top of their heads, right? Let me see. Lobsters wearing hats.
Sure.
No, I guess not. It's a similar sort of situation.
Hmm.
Their little beady eyes are, yeah.
How does
Crustaceans wearing hats.
crustaceans wearing hats? Now this has got me thinking, how does Mr. Krabs wear a hat?
I love the internet. Crustaceans wearing
Okay.
hats is an excellent thing to Google.
The canon way that Mr. Krabs wears a hat, Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob, is this. He's got it on one eye stalk.
Ah, yes, now that I look at that. Well, this is a picture that's gonna haunt me.
What is?
Can this be witnessed by the people?
Yes, it can be. It's certainly being witnessed by me.
Yep. Yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. It has teeth and there's a crab wearing a Santa hat and holding a martini up.
Sure, why not? Oh my god, have you ever seen okay. So it's like those little like butler statues that restaurants will have and it like holds a little tray and it'll have like a
Mm-hmm.
menu on it or like that's where they put the
Yeah.
mints or whatever. Somebody bought one of those and it was from like a seafood restaurant or whatever. So it was a little lobster butler holding a tray and they put it in their bathroom and like spread an array of pads and tampons on it. And it's just
That's
one of the best
classy.
things I've ever seen.
It's classy.
Very helpful. It's super fucking classy.
Like, yeah, I mean, first of all, it's somebody's personal bathroom.
Yes.
Well, I suppose if they have guests, I was going to say, first of all, it's nice to be able to provide that, but I guess if you have guests and they need them, it's nice to have them there. But also, like, yeah, you could just throw them in a closet or a medicine cabinet or in a basket,
Or
but no.
be fancy about it.
Yeah, you're gonna class up the joint with a lobster butler.
Incredible. 10 out of 10.
And it's red.
And it's red. There you go. If only I had the lobster butler, he would reside in my bathroom.
And I also like the idea. I'm gonna assume, is it person sized?
It's smaller than that. It's
Was
like
it small?
It's like 3 feet.
Okay. Because I like the idea of walking into somebody's bathroom and seeing a human-sized item standing there.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
That would scare the shit out of me. I'd be like, what the? Thinking I like walked in on somebody, even if it was, I would automatically like.
But yeah, I think the answer to crustaceans wearing hats is that they have holes for the eye stalk.
Yeah, I mean,
from like the best solution.
From my research, it doesn't
from your research
that it's necessary, because I think the problem is crabs don't really have heads.
Yeah, they kind of just have a body with eyes.
Yeah. So technically, if you just put it on the center of the crab's like back, I guess, like you don't have a hat. Yeah, it won't like come near the eyes, but like I like the idea better of putting it on where like a head would be. Although, are we like being speciesist by like trying to impose human body proportions on crabs?
I'm gonna say no, just because I've seen pictures of crabs in little hats, and it's delightful.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. We try to pretend that it has to have like the same, head, torso, whatever as humans, but there's a difference. And so I guess there are no rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
All right. Well, with that one done, shall we begin the meditation for the worsening?
Sure.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Listen, cue ball, you're only making it worse.
Thanks, that even makes it worse.
It's worse than you know.
It usually is.
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the worst goodbye I've ever heard. And you stole it from a movie.
How marvelous.
What have you got for me, bestie? How are you worse this week?
It continues. I'm up to level 17.
All right. Hell yes.
In Fallout New Vegas.
Love that.
Yep, that is the primary way, because I kind of got into it, and now I have very strong opinions about all the various like factions and tribes, and
when you have played even more Fallout, we have to do an episode of like ranking companions and quest lines and shit. That will be very fun.
Yeah, and I don't know why I'm getting so much more into this than I did. I mean, I played a decent amount of Fallout 4. I don't remember. It's been a while, but why I've suddenly gotten into this one so much. But yeah, it's been a daily thing. Some days more than others, but
I love it.
Usually. Already today, I was like, man, I worked for like 3 hours. I'm gonna play some video games. It's not like anybody I work with is gonna watch it. It's fine. But yeah, nope. I just continue. I progress. I have made enemies of several factions now. The Legion keeps sending assassins after me, so that's fun.
As they are wont to do.
Fuck the Legion.
Fuck the Legion.
I met with Caesar, as the Legion calls him. That is technically the correct Latin pronunciation, but...
Have you noticed that some people in Fallout New Vegas, some people call him Caesar and some people call him Caesar?
I think the only people that call him Caesar are members of the Legion. I think everybody else just calls him Caesar.
Okay, noted.
That's the pattern I've seemed to notice. I'm just going to call him Caesar. But I met with him, and he told me, he was like, oh yeah, women aren't good for anything but breeding. That's their entire purpose. And I know it's a video game, and I know he's a piece of shit, but man, did that make me so angry.
Oh, understandable.
It's like, I'm going to butcher this dude right here.
There is a part of me that might just go destroy the Legion fort before I finish my playthrough of Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I'm wondering what happens. Like, if I assassinate him, does that cause any problems?
Oh,
'Cause, like,
everyone is gonna turn hostile on you.
oh, I mean, they already hate me because I went to his to the base, and he was like, "Here, do this thing for me, and I'll give you the platinum chip." And so I took the chip and I killed all those men left. So they already hate me a lot, and I just freed a prisoner that they had. So
Oh yeah, I am vilified by Caesar's Legion.
yeah, but it I don't know why it brings me so much joy to bring ire to these fictional digital characters.
It's
I'm
fun.
like, oh man, it makes me so happy every time I kill them and piss them off.
It's
just
very
like
fun. I mean,
maybe
is that
that's the
not
reason I enjoy
simply
this
the
game.
joy of video games?
Yeah, I mean, I can pretty much never choose the the violent or mean path in anything in the game, with the exception of, well, that bitch deserves it.
Exactly. It's very satisfying.
But other than that, I'm like, oh, I'm always gonna help everybody out all the time and try to be as nice as I can. And it's like, but that guy,
Not that guy.
every single one of your people. And I haven't seen any women legionnaires yet, and I am afraid to find out where their women are and what they're doing.
Nothing good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So that's the major way. I I was struggling. I was like, could I come up with a second way, or is that really like it? And I have a very silly second way. Not really silly. Trivial, maybe a better word. So when I visited you a few weeks ago, we walked to the CVS and I got those energy drinks because I needed caffeine in the morning. I've become obsessed with them. Like, not in the way that I'm drinking multiple ones per day and like endangering my health, but like maybe every other day I drink one. But like, I've become obsessed in the sense that I have purchased, I think they can't possibly have any flavors that I haven't yet purchased. I have
that's fun.
Full of all the different flavors, and I keep trying them, and I keep talking about them.
Nice.
To everybody I know, like including, I keep trying to like push them on my teaching assistant.
All right.
Red Bull, and I'm like, no, that's gross. Red Bull's gross.
Yeah, no, I do not fuck with Red Bull.
And I was like, but at least this has like a bunch of vitamins and minerals, and it's supposed to be good for your metabolism and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I can't stop drinking about them or talking about them, and I don't know why.
All right.
mean, they're tasty.
Sure.
I did have a mandarin marshmallow one today. That was really good.
What a bizarre flavor.
I know, right? It was great.
Okay.
I don't know how many I have in my fridge. It's so sad.
I'm going to guess several.
I'm going to ballpark it at maybe 20.
Damn, girl.
Yeah. Because every time I see a flavor I haven't had before, I'm like, well, I'm going to get that. They seem to be popular right now. They're everywhere, so that's been
understandable.
And I have a student who has been drinking one in every single class so far this semester.
There you go.
Yeah.
How am I worse this week? Well, I too have been playing much Fallout New Vegas. I am now at the point where I have to run around and do every single, because one thing that I learned about Fallout New Vegas, and I'm happy that I learned this before I went and did it, is that once you get to like the final battle, the game is over. Like, it's not like Fallout 4 where you can finish the main quest and then go back and do whatever then just go back and do whatever you want. Like, if you want to do it, you have to do it before the battle at Hoover Dam. So I'm at that stage right now where I'm like, okay, I gotta finish everything I want to do before I actually finish the game.
Yeah, I was concerned that was a possibility. So I'm like, I'm to the point where it's like I'm supposed to, attack Mr. House, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go do some other stuff for a while.
Yeah. Yep. So that's where I am in Fallout New Vegas. I'm having a wonderful time. I continue to be shopping. I added 2 new patches to my battle jacket recently. Those are some of my purchases. I got this awesome Eraserhead shirt from
I thought you
Graveyard
were wearing an
Goods.
Eraserhead shirt. I couldn't see. All I could see was the hair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty iconic.
I know, and I was like, "Is that? I don't remember her having an Eraserhead shirt."
Yep,
So,
no.
that explains that.
Brand new. David Lynch. My tolerance break is over, so I can smoke weed again.
That's fun.
That's definitely a way that I'm worse.
Did it help?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. I was on Mars the other night.
Sounds hot. No. Mars is after us, so it would be cooler than here.
Yes.
Yeah. Cold?
Yeah.
I had to do the mnemonic.
And I feel like there's one other way that I'm worse that is not coming to me right now for some reason.
Fan fiction?
I mean, yeah, I continue to be writing fan fiction. Still working on that tag team smut, baby.
Nice.
So I think those are all the major ways that I'm worse, though. Fan fiction, video games, shopping, weed.
All I've got is video games and energy drinks. But I think that's because, classes just started and that it's a hard adjustment. I feel like I don't have time for
I can
other things
imagine.
or, thinking, or it's rough to go from just making your own schedule every single day to like having to be a place at a time. And
I can definitely imagine that sucks.
Being on campus. Although I have been, I'm still rocking the jeans and sneakers lifestyle.
Hell yeah.
Not a single person has said anything or even given me the look, where they glance down at your like jeans. People like, and just don't say anything. I haven't got one of those looks or anything. So,
well, perfect. That's good.
No one seems to care, and that's fine with me. I get to be cozy-ish. They are still hard pants, but because they have an actual waistband.
Yeah. All right. As we said at the beginning of the episode, our silly spooky season streams start tomorrow at 8 on our Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. We're going to be talking about the movie Teeth. So tonight and tomorrow, that is your chance to watch it so that you can avoid spoilers.
Do we want to say the rest of the schedule?
The rest of the schedule is going to be Teeth, Teeth, Velocipaster, Chopping Mall, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. That is the schedule for the month of September for silly spooky season.
Yeah. So people can plan accordingly,
Yes.
Like if you're
plan
super
ahead.
excited about
Watch
Velocipaster,
ahead.
I am.
I am very excited about Velocipaster. I think that's going to be a very fun time. But yeah, tune in for that. And do we have anything else coming up?
No.
I don't know if there's DFEN this Friday, but I do know this Saturday at Dark Forest Oddities Expo, you can go see the Big Dumb Monsters if you want to.
Oh, that's this weekend already. Oh, yeah.
Yes, that is on Saturday. And then...
What day is this? Oh, yeah.
Bringing it around to next week, we've got... we're talking about Fire in the Sky on Regrettable. It's going to be Big Dumb Monsters on Monday, Regrettable Reviews Tuesday. We're talking about Fire in the Sky. Then it's going to be Back Around to Us on Wednesday, our stream Thursday. Maybe DFEN, who knows?
I think right now DFEN is on the same week as Regrettable Reviews.
Okay, so then if that is the case, then you're going to get...
Or no. I mean the opposite. Sorry. Because I don't think they had DFEN last week.
Okay, so then probably DFEN Friday.
Yeah, you know what? Don't listen to me. Just don't listen to me because it's not helpful.
All right. As always, thank you for fighting with us, friends. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we'll be back again next week for more fun. We'll see you then. Adios, everyone. This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly and Dr. Sarah Brookes. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Catch us live on Twitch every Wednesday and Thursday. For ad-free live broadcasts of the show, you can subscribe to our Twitch channels or consider donating to our Patreon for ad-free access to our entire library of past episodes and streams, as well as fun bonus content. Fighting with Friends is a member of the Eclectic Cult Media Network. Check out the links in the description for more episodes from us and from all of the shows on the network. Thanks for listening!